Tinubu has hired 5 lawyers in the US to make case for him. Why? Making case on what? Just to stop the release of his academic records in Chicago State University to be released to Atiku. And you begin to wonder, are you sure that this man is not hiding anything? I don't know why you should be afraid. But when they want to talk about it, oh, you worked with Ezomobu. Oh, you worked with Ezomobu. They will be telling you, of course, he did not with Ezomobu. It was Mobi Oil that he worked with. They will be telling you, go and verify. The people said this. Then why? Because they want to associate, he wants to be associated with good things. But if you schooled abroad and you have your results, why hiding it? What that has that got to do? Because they are talking about data protection, which is not it at all. Because some people will now say, oh, why should they release these academic records or whatever? And the reason why this whole thing is coming up is the document is submitted while he was vying for governor and while he was vying for the president. They are two different things, and that was what raised red flag. Why? Why is Tinubu hiding all this? Everything about him is just shrouded in secrecy. If you are sure of yourself, you need to put your enemies to shame. That is exactly what Tinubu needs at this point in time, to put all his enemies to shame. Let everything be open. He doesn't have a skeleton. Tell the world, I don't have any skeleton in my cupboard. You can go ahead and do whatever you want to do. The records are there. Of course, we know a presidential candidate who always say, go and verify. And when you go and verify, and that is it. A clear conscience fears no accusations. If you don't have anything to hide, why this push? And do you know how much he's going to spend for that? Whether he hired the lawyers from Nigeria, whether he hired them in the US, because you know that there's something this guy he just doesn't want anything to be made open. Why? And some people, some of the people who are supporting him now you can see that some of them are not even getting the subsidy rice and gari cup of rice they are sharing here and there. They are not getting it. But the only thing they will tell you, they can't defend it. They will just tell you it's not the president. It's not the president. Waste the time. There's nothing anybody can do about it. And that is to tell you that they cannot argue it. Initially, they told us that he was not involved in any drug case. But at the end of the day, when they could not hide it anymore, they started saying, it happened some time ago, and according to the Nigerian law, any offense or whatever you want to call it, if it's more than 10 years, it does not have any grip or it does not have any hold on that person. But they were denying it. The issue of a double, what's it called, having another citizenship in another country, there's nothing wrong in that. But what brought this whole thing? In the form that is submitted with INEC, it was written there. They ask, were you at any point in time obtain citizenship of another country, or whether you have renounced it? He said nothing of such. He said no, not until when this investigative journalist brought this whole thing out, and they say, hey, it does not matter. But that is not what we are talking about. Whether it matters or not, you can do whatever you want to do. But a simple question of did you or did you not? He said no, and you expect people to move on. And this is the kind of person Kumuyi is telling Nigerians that with the cabinet and what have you, with all these ones that have baggages. The US wrote about which of course we've been hearing the report about the former governor of Atiku Bagudu, the role he played with Abacha. Then you talk about Matawale, who had been accused before now, but Tinubu gave him appointment. Oh, you talk about and meanwhile the person that accused him, the EFCC, the man is behind bar. They talk about they want to go and fight democracy, and meanwhile you are not doing the right thing at the right time. You are picking and cherry picking the law and the court's order you are to obey, and you talk about going to another man's country to go and restore democracy. Really, the same person who was fighting, what was this man's name, Abacha, then, that the rule of law must prevail, democracy must prevail. But see what they are doing. The worst part of it is that in this country, once they will want to do, out of 10 things, they will just do one good thing or two good things, the rest ones will be thrown into the sea, and people will not be they will not be hammering on that one. They did this, they did this. When you begin to praise them at times, or when some people begin to praise them at times, you just nod your head at what is happening, what is going on. It's so unfortunate. So why are you hiding all these things? Now he has gone to hire lawyer, 5 lawyers. On top of what now? You want to see my record? See, he don't finish. What does that say? That's to tell you all those people who are supporting him, they are all criminals. If you are not criminals, I see no reason why you should be supporting somebody who in the recess they say, oh, this is a private whatever. In as much you have taken public office, everything about you will be made open. As far as whatever will be made open, it has something to do with the masses. Maybe your private life that has nothing, maybe, oh, he wants to eat or he wants to go to whatever. That's a different thing. But we're talking about whatever that is going to be, that will have one source of connection, one kind of connection with the masses. You are no longer a private person. You are no longer a private person. So guys, let's say your opinion concerning this whole thing. If there's nothing this guy is hiding, why should he be going to this extent?